Yeah. Let's see how we get on. Should I be? I got my heart rate on. Look, so you can see. Look, 96 beats a minute. Heart's already racing.
I mean, we did just climb the tower.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Let's see how we go on. Where are you on Facebook at the moment?
I should be on Facebook and Twitch now. Doing a little mic check. Yep.
Yeah,
sounds
mic
good.
Check. I'm good. Chat, if you are watching, I don't know who's in here. I have not got speech chat on. If anyone that is watching me, I've turned my speech chat off, so I will try and keep an eye on it. Oops, sorry, Tipsy.
And like an unresponsible American, I'm leaving my chat on because I don't have many people that come to my Twitch, so...
Mine can be a bit chaotic, especially with the voice text-to-speech thing. It does get a bit nutty sometimes.
I think mine's on mute.
When I've got a busy stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I paused my speech chat. So I may be great. You don't mind. I may greet some people mid-stream. So while we're talking, I hope everyone is good. I don't know who is in here. I can't see any. Are we live? Chat, are we live? Just drop something in. I think we are live.
There we go. Thanks for joining, you guys, as you're popping in. Hello, hello. Just getting everything all set up, ready for the interview that you guys have been waiting for. So I'm going to be going to that live screen in just a moment.
Interview they've all been waiting for. The pressure's on.
Hey, Georgie.
I'm going to try and stand still and not wiggle around because, as we know, when you're in game, you're used to doing the sideways walk. I'm going to stand here and just talk to you.
All right.
How is everyone doing? We are live. We're live.
Hello, hello, and welcome to the beautiful game of Population 1, where our surroundings, like Space Roach would say, is it's always sunny in Population 1. It's true until they put in a rainy phase, which would be really cool. That would be awesome. Anyways, we are here today to do our TipsyTrixie Takeover, and today is Thursday, and today our Takeover interviewee is a special guy with a great accent. Just saying. Makes me blush. Sorry, Devil's Reaper. But you already know that. You already know that. So why don't you guys welcome him, and welcome everybody in chat to go ahead and say hello to my interviewee, DanDan. VRDanDan, hello. How are you today?
Hello, hello. I am fine. I'm doing well. I've been in Population 1 earlier today. A few of you may have seen me.
Yeah, you've been pretty much playing all day.
I've been doing a couple of hours, 2-3 hours I've done today. So I've been in, done a few games. I cannot resist playing. I've literally just come out of some games now just to be here with you.
You did, that's right.
Welcome.
I actually jumped in to see who was live right before, and I was like, DanDan, what is he doing on? We have an interview.
Preparation is what I do not do. I will just wing it, and that is how I've always done things. Lastminute.com, that is definitely me.
Beautiful. So. Well, I'm welcoming everybody in chat right now. Hello. I'd like to say hi to Mark and Dustin. Georgie's here as well.
504.
And I've got my speech chat on in Twitch. So hello to you guys in Twitch. If you are jumping in Twitch, you can keep my chat on low. That's great. If you have questions for DanDan, do feel free to pop those in. I did check. I am live on Facebook and Twitch currently, so you can pop into either as long as you don't go crazy on my chat in Twitch. That's great. But that's not the most important part of this day and moment. Our most important part is this guy in front of me. We've got DanDan, and I want to share. DanDan, tell us where we can find you online.
So you can find me on Twitch, on Facebook, and on TikTok. I'm also on YouTube, so if you do a search for VRDanDan, that's where you'll find me. So I'm basically under that alias, under all those platforms. I am an affiliate in Twitch, so I cannot multi-stream anymore, so I singular stream. So you'll find me probably, normally I do a morning session on Facebook, and then I will do 2 more sessions on Twitch afterwards, or I may skip a day on Facebook, but Twitch was where I started, and that is my home platform.
Beautiful.
But other than that, just give it a search, and that's where you will find me.
I'm going to get awkwardly close telling you beforehand.
No.
So that people in chat can see the spelling VRD4 and DAN. So it looks like DanDan, but there is a 4 in the first A.
There is a 4 because DanDan was actually taken, and I was deeply disappointed. So VRD4.
Well, I kind of like it this way because it definitely puts you aside from like all those other DanDans.
Exactly.
That's right.
What I'd like to say, but I'm not. I'm easy to find. I promise you, because since my name was actually D4NDAN, so DanDan, but I added the VR. Since I've done that, a lot more of you have found me very easily. I know I've killed you, and then you have appeared in my stream telling me that I've been calling you X, Y, and Z, a dirtbag, a fuckbag, I don't know what, but what it is, I do love you, I promise you, it is just the moment of the game, so that is literally it. You're all welcome, and I all want to play with you. So anyway, go on, carry on, sorry.
No, this is about you, so carry on. Hello to Tommy, and Georgie just wants to remind you to stop looking at your sleeve.
Yes, I will stop looking at my sleeve. I cannot help it. It's just checking the chat. It's just to see
I know what you're doing.
Some newcomers in there. Yeah, exactly. I'm looking. Thank you, Chris Ox.
And
thank you for joining.
I'm gonna adjust my settings just a tad to pull up your volume because you are a little bit quiet on my side. So go ahead and say something.
If I can check mine. Yo, 1, 2, check. Mic check. VRDanDan. Let me turn my volume up. That is on 100% now, so I should sound a little bit better. How
Beautiful.
Does that sound?
Like it.
I have got a little bit of a cold today, so my voice is a little bit deeper. As Kevin says, I've got my radio voice on.
I'm okay with that.
22:34 p.m.
It usually goes down very well with the ladies. Miss London likes it, especially when I talk to her.
Yep.
So if others haven't realised, Miss London is my significant other.
Miss London, I'm borrowing your DanDan for a moment, and I'm blushing the whole way through.
No. Tipsy.
What? What? Are you talking?
Tuned out. I don't know what happened.
Oh, there you are. You still there?
Yeah, something just went weird. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, good.
What happened? You all went weird then.
Yeah, you went weird too. I don't know.
Yeah, your arms went above your head and did something. I don't know.
Oh.
Right. Yes.
Cool. I was doing gymnastics. Nice.
You were doing some sort of like this sort of movement. I don't know. Yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So proceed, please.
All right.
Continue.
Well, we're going to do our typical interview today. Lots of questions, a fun game where I'm going to guess your loadout, and it's going to be hard because you even said you don't really even have one. So every time I watch you, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's changing, forever changing. And people that do watch me will know why it's forever changing, because I get all these challenges. And if anyone's seen me do these challenges, they are, I mean, if I can carry on, I will talk about them a little bit. They are things like no swearing. And if I swear, I have to drop my entire loadout, and I have to start picking up new things. If my teammates swear, I have to drop my loadout, and I still have to pick up new things. And so forever, and I get single weapon use only, one gun at a time. So my loadout is forever changing. So I feel very sorry for TipsyTrixie trying to guess my loadout. I have actually got one.
I really like that.
I do have one, so don't worry.
Okay.
If you are in tune, I am known for it, so there's a few guns in there you should get.
I thought you were talking about something easy, like you carry bananas.
Tell him he didn't script when I give him stars.
I'm not even going to answer anything because I'm going to let you guess, because I don't want to spoil it for you, but we will see how good you get.
So, Chris Ox is saying, tell him he didn't strip when he gave you stars. So I guess you owe him a strip.
TMD Chris Ox 36.
The strip, apparently, you didn't meet the star criteria. There's apparently Miss London has set a limit, and the limit is very high before my clothes come off. But, you know, I'm prepared to lower the limit. But apparently Miss London has set the limit, so the strip will be imminent.
Why, Miss London?
We'll be able to do something.
Why?
She's protecting her interest, I guess. What can I say?
All right. Are we ready for some questions and some fun?
Yes, I am ready. Fire away. Do whatever you need to do.
Tell us where you are located.
So I am located in Bedfordshire in the United Kingdom. So it's just north of London, so if anyone knows where that is. It's a lovely place here. We've moved here probably about 3 or 4 years ago, and we've done it for a quieter life. that is it, really. It's lovely out
Perfect.
here, nice and countryside. It's very country. It's not city like London that you guys may know.
Said,
it's more open
oh, I'm
fields
next to you guys, smirking face.
Okay. Speaking about Pop 1, when did you start playing Pop 1?
So, I am a newbie, technically. I started playing in March of this year.
Oh,
so probably about 6-7 months. So very new, 6-7 months. So, yeah, I mean, I hadn't had a games console for 20 years. And then I got a Quest.
Okay.
And then that's it. And then
and
you
it just
Pop
absorbed
1.
you like it did the rest of us.
Yes, exactly. Well, I went to the next level, as you know, and I started streaming. What the hell? Yeah.
And
so
how did you get Miss London into it? Did she try yours out and like it just as much?
36.
She, well, she, you know, I abandoned
can't believe
her
that
every
he is so good,
evening
smiling
to
face
join
with
all you
smiling
lovely
eyes.
people in here. And poor Miss London was downstairs, so I said to her, do you know what? I'm telling you, you're missing out. You need to get into Population 1. And I brought her a headset. I said, let me get you a headset. I promise you, you will enjoy it. And she's got it. And again, she's absorbed by the game, and she does her thing down. She's actually downstairs. I'm upstairs in an office or green room studio, whatever we call it. And she has yet to play with me that many games because she doesn't like my lobbies. Apparently, they're too mean.
Oh, I don't know. She's killed me many times in your lobbies, so she's not bad.
She's just a baby. She says she's a baby.
She's a baby.
But she's only been playing. Yeah, she's been playing what, about 3-4 weeks. So she's doing well though. She's doing well. I'm impressed with how well she's taken. She's dangerous with the DT. If you see Miss London, don't let her get her hands on the DT. She's deadly.
I think that's what she killed me with, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was in your customs, and you gave us DTs, and I was like, oh god.
Over and over again. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, I do custom lobbies like people, not the usual custom lobbies, 0 hills, single gun, 5-minute chaos.
And it's fun.
You know what,
it's so fun.
Yeah, the whole idea is it gets you good with that one gun only, and we go through every single gun on either it'll be a Saturday or a Sunday, but I think we're moving to Saturday 6 o'clock from now on because that seems to be the best time.
Perfect. Okay,
so
I'm there.
Yes.
I want to say hello to some people in chat so you know that they're here.
No worries.
Space Roach has jumped in saying what's up. Mad Daz is also here.
Roach?
We've
Mad
got
Daz.
Devil's Reaper saying hello.
Devil.
We also have MK Car, and we've got Chris Ox and Lib, I think it is, in
Little B. Yeah, that would be Little B. Probably.
Little B. That makes sense. So we've got quite a few people here, and I know that I do miss some. So I've got Anthony is in here, and a few others that sometimes when it pops up, it doesn't alert me the same way. I don't know why, but they're here. Yeah.
Welcome.
I'm not as great as you guys are reading Chad. How is Chad today? Chad.
It's the text to chat. That is it. Tell you, reading chat, playing game is definitely a fun. I mean, I know Space Roach is good at it, and it is an art. I'm telling you.
And Mad Daz. Mad Daz even set me up with the wrist read thing, and every time I try it, I can't get it to work yet. So I'm just a baby at that.
Oh, I'm sure you get used to it. Yeah, well, after a while, it just becomes easy. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it. I'm sure.
And then I heard that Bosman just joining us, Eben, and welcome, Bosman. Pretty soon you'll be doing one of these.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him. Unfortunately, they're going to lose their moderator, from what I've heard. Once he gets in here,
he's going to be lost.
Moderation.
Yep. He's going to join our world, and then maybe we'll have a lobby where it's Kill Eben Day. That would be cool. It's like initiation.
I will happily join in that lobby day. Knives only, though. Pen knives only. I think that's fair. That sounds like a good game. That sounds like a good day of fun.
Awesome. Let's talk about the name VRDanDan. It's pretty obvious where you got the name from, but why don't you share with us how you got that name and what it means to you?
Oh, the name. So when I was at college years ago, there was 2 or 3 Dans in the class, and we couldn't distinguish between all of us. And there was a Daniel, another Daniel, and I was actually a Daniel, but DanDan was a name I got from college. And it's just followed me through all of my platforms and things that I've joined up to, and I just started using it for Population 1. And then the VR came about when I started streaming, so obviously we just stuck VR in front of it, and I was known as VRDanDan. So it's nice and simple. It's just a long-standing name that I've had for about 20 odd years.
Well, let's talk about how impressive your gameplay is, because you've shared with us that you started just this year, and you're already sporting the golden PJ, which some people have not been able to obtain in more than a year of time. So you must be pretty damn good. What level are you currently?
I am currently level 60, probably a third of the way through to 61 now,
36.
so I'll be well on the way to the golden hattie.
That's
the
so
golden
amazing,
jacket
starstruck. He is so good, smiling face with smiling eyes.
You saw the TikTok I made. I didn't get the animation. I was gutted. I waited 6 months to get this, and it did not give me the animation. I think it was something to do with Steam and the way I'm running the program. But,
dang.
Yeah, I worked very hard to get it, and I don't do a lot of team deathmatch. I literally earned it just doing squads. But I have played nearly 6,000 games, and I dedicate, well, I'd say 4 hours a day, minimum 7 days a week to the game. So that's kind of how. And I'm a very determined person. Once I get my teeth into something, I just want to be the best at it. But I know the standard of gameplay out there's some players that are just unbelievable. And I'm trying to get to that level, and that is how I've acquired the jacket. It was just a lot of hard work, really, and just
it
you
looks
just
great.
got to put the time in. Thank you very much. I think this will be my main skin. I used to wear the commander skin, the one with the hoodie. Don't know if you guys remember that one. That was kind of the one of the earliest skins that I got, and that was what I was known for. But once I got the gold one, I just thought I worked so damn hard. I want to wear it. I don't care if it's a target. I get told it's a target. But you know what? It will make me a better player. The more people that come at me,
that's right,
the better.
You got it.
Exactly, the better you get.
All right, DanDan, are you in a clan?
So I'm not actually in a clan, but we've done the Bloody Sundays. So our clan is VRDD, and we do the Bloody Sundays. The tournament thing, it's every Sunday night. I think it's 11 o'clock Central Time. Oh no, it's not. It's earlier. Sorry, it's 5 o'clock Central Time. I think it's 11 o'clock my time, where you've got to play 5 games minimum, and then your rank, you get points based on how well you've played, how many games you won. So that's the only thing that I do.
Okay. Are those the only tournaments you play in?
They are the only tournaments. I didn't think I was. I don't know if I want to do tournament play. I get asked a lot to join people and join clans, but I'm unsure about going into it because I'm here for fun. I'm not here to be the best. I'm here just to have fun, and I don't want to ruin that special feeling that I've got for the game, because I know a lot of people.
You could join with Miss London into the mixed duos, though. That's pretty fun. They have different levels.
Yes, I would like to do that, definitely. I would like to do something with Miss London. That would be something I'd be more than happy to do if she's up for it. But we got to I'll get her in some rigorous training. I'll get her to where I need her to be. And if she needs to be just my go-to medic, then so be it. But I'm sure I can do something with her. I'm sure.
Hand her a DT and the pads, and you're good to go.
Exactly. She will be a lifesaver. I reckon she'll be absolutely fine.
Awesome. Well, at the beginning of this interview, I asked you what your favorite part of the map is, and you brought me to Kong Tower. And the funny thing is you said tower, and I immediately started climbing tower, and I was off climbing tower before you could correct me. And so we actually climbed all the way up there where that little platform is that I did a little some builds.
Yep.
Until you were I
climbed this, and then I had to fly over, and then climb that, to then fly back over here. So yes, I know. I should have said Kong Tower. I think it's known as Kong Tower in the game, or we called it the Grand Tower. Yeah, that's the main tower. But I just didn't even think. I kind of pointed, and then off you went, and I was like, no.
Well,
and I
kind of laughed because I had just made. On Tuesday, I made Lady and Misery climb the tower just because they were so energetic. I was like, I'm going to make them climb tower. It's funny.
Calm them down.
It was like instant karma for them because I'm sitting here climbing the tower.
I do remember when I first saw tower, the obsession to climb it is massive when you first start playing the game. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen what's up there. If you want to do it, by all means, go ahead, enjoy the climb. But the obsession
it's
is
the golden
very big when you
backpack.
first
I'll
start.
tell him. The golden backpack is at the top of the. Yep, the golden backpack.
Yep.
And if you get all the way up there, you can grab the golden backpack. There's only one, and instead of having to grab 3 backpacks to fill them up, the golden backpack actually opens up your entire wheel, and that's all you need. But nobody goes up there because there's no weapon. So if you really want to need that golden backpack, you climb that tower.
That's it, exactly. And we won't tell you how to get the golden backpack, but there is a way to get it. But you just got to shoot something that's red and stand next to it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep. It's so true. Weird. I didn't know that. Yeah, a lot of people knew about that. You know,
Yeah,
I told
exactly.
Von
There you go.
Kingdom that, and he went looking for it. So we'll just go there. Talking about your favorite parts of the map, what would be something that you would like to see taken away or added?
Taken away or added. So when I came here, so Metro wasn't here. It was
Gear 504.
the refinery. That was the refinery.
Yep.
LOL.
With the water drums.
I remember there were 3 or 4 oil drums, and it was quite an interesting part of the map. It was sort of it was a dead man's area, but it was still quite a strategic place to be if you had to go there. I know the game ended there a couple of times,
The
but
empty
you know, I
buildings.
definitely, I definitely prefer Metro. What would I like to see? I'd probably like to see. Where are we now? Let's have a look. Probably cemetery, maybe cemetery change or something different happen over there.
Yeah.
I kind of find, I don't really have a thing for cemetery.
I have a thought.
Doesn't really.
I have a thought, but I don't want to share it just because I have this thought that I'm going to utilize in something else I'm doing. So it's a great thought about cemetery. It's beautiful.
Okay, it's just, I think cemetery, if there was a change, it would be something in that area. So that's probably what I would say at this moment in time on how I feel about the game.
Okay. Well, I'd like to see if you'd be interested in playing a little game with me.
Certainly.
Okay, it's a game of torture for myself, really.
Okay,
because
what would you like me to do? Do I need to put my hands above my head, or...?
Put your hands above your head. I have these beautiful gold Uzis. Space Roach. Yeah, gold Uzi. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. We're going to go into a match.
Yep.
And play a little game where I'm going to guess what your favorite loadout is. Chat's going to be open so we can hear each other. And I'm going to do miserable at this.
Very good. Good luck. Where are we going to meet once we've got it, or?
Well, once you have it, let me know. When I have it, I'll let you know, and then we'll discuss where we're currently located and if we can meet up somewhere. How's that?
Absolutely fine. If you've got low gravity on, it feels like it's low gravity.
No, low gravity, and fling is on. So,
Okay, let me see if I can get my load out. Where shall I go?
All right.
You've been to one of my favourite places I've just seen. You've gone there, the Witch's Tower.
Do you call it Witch's Tower or Witch's Nipple?
Yeah, Witch's Tower. No, Witch's Tower is definitely one of my favourite places.
Mine too.
I've got that.
All right. I do believe that this is correct. And this is correct. I've seen this. I don't know if it's a favorite. We're going to hold it for now. And I do not think he uses this, but I'm going to carry it for purpose of...
I will say, I mean, as I do have a speciality, which people know me for. Do you want me to get, when I pick up the hills, you're okay with me just to get one of them, or do you want me to completely fill the backpack up?
Just one of them. You do not have to fill everything up.
Okay.
I have not seen you carry, I'll just say this, I have not seen you, ouch, that was my desk I just slammed my hand into. I have not seen you carry nades. That is not something I see regularly on you.
I will say nothing.
Okay. Probably because
you
just picked up nades and you're like, ha ha ha, she's so wrong.
I'm saying nothing. I'm not going to give anything away. I need my last item. I'm nearly there.
I think...
There was an item I went through a phase of using, and it was fantastic for me. But I have thought something's changed, maybe since the update, so I've stopped using that particular item. So I will give you that as a little clue. But that's pretty not much of a clue at all. It was, you know, it was something I used, and I was great with it. But yeah, for some reason, something changed since I updated, and for some reason it's affected me. Right, I've got my loadouts.
Oh, there we go. That's one I was looking for sure. I hope you use it. Well, I see you use it. You're good at using it, but I don't know if it's going to be in your favorites. We'll see.
But like I say, I am very hard, as I mean, in the chat I may have heard, is I'm very hard to guess what I use because of my challenges. They cause havoc on my game. So we have Kevin, if anyone's ever seen my stream, we have swearing Kevin. I mean, when we're on Facebook, I bring up the Facebook disclaimer because just me being safe. Anything I say or do, I have no influence on Kevin. He's a man all to himself. But basically, we have a challenge which is no swearing, and if he swears, I have to drop my loadout. And I tell you what, it makes the thing. My game dynamics have changed massively. I've got everything. So I am ready. Where are you?
I'm gonna show chat. I'm over. I'm over by the. Oh, you see me. Yep. Okay, go. I think I'm right. I think I'm good. I'm probably going to be off here, but that's what I'm going to go with. So, you guys see that?
Where should we set this up? There's mine. If anyone's in chat, let me just check. So I haven't got speech chat on, boys and girls. I haven't got speech chat on. So just because I didn't want to interview with the beautiful TipsyTrixie, I just wanted to be able to hear us both talking.
Sorry, Devil's Reaper. That's just how it goes sometimes. What's up, Miss Misery?
Hey, Miss Misery. My current loadout is that I think I've got mine. I am hard. I will admit, I'm very hard to pin down. I've seen you drop in the stream. I kind of figured what you were trying to gauge, but I just change. I change all the time, but I kind of got where I go. I do that as well because I like the game dynamics to change, and my gameplay is always evolving. So my loadout evolves with my gameplay for sure.
Well, this one's definitely not going to be 100%. So. I'm going to start with the health because I feel good enough that you carry bananas. I went ahead and picked up bananas. Is that accurate?
Okay. There you go.
And then for shield, you do carry shield. And I went with the shaker instead of the cans. Oh, you went with the cans. Okay, all right.
So I've started to go with the cans a little bit more because... I just find the whole shaking motion frustrating, and the cans are quicker to get on mid-battle. That's since my level of gameplay has changed. Since I've moved up a level, I find the shield shakers more of a hindrance. But the thing is, I do find it because I play with a lot of American players. They do affect the way I have to take them. They don't always respond, but they are my go-to thing at the moment. But I will happily carry a shield shaker if I need to. But it's really
nice.
Hands. There you go. So that is the explanation for why. Go on next.
What's up, Michael? Thanks for joining, and hello to Common Ground. Hello, and if I've missed you, go ahead and put something in chat so I know you're here. I am doing the weapons loadout game currently with DanDan, and this is the part that's going to go miserable. I did not pick up a samurai. I've seen you use a samurai for speed. I have not seen it regularly sit in your wheel. So did you pick up a samurai?
I did not. I picked one up and I had about a 90% kill rate. I literally could kill everyone with it.
Okay.
Something's happened or something's changed, and I can't seem to register hits with them, so I've stopped carrying it for that reason.
Oh, okay.
So
well, bonus for me. So the first gun that I picked up that I went with is I went with some Maddies.
Are you ready? DT.
The DT.
So the DT, the Matadors.
Really ugly.
I would run the gold ones because they were 38 damage. They're now 24, so now they're not part of my loadout. I would happily have run the gold ones. So since they did the update recently, that's now changed. But the DT seems to be my go-to gun.
Okay. You did murder the shit out of me in the custom with the Matadors. That's why I went with Maddies, so.
I do. I'm a little bit wayward with my shots. That's kind of why I don't always carry the DT. I spent a month with the DT, and I was terrible with it, and that's how I became more comfortable with it. So if anyone does see me using it, I am definitely more comfortable with the DT than the Maddies.
Okay.
So,
Rad Fox.
I finally caught it.
Aw, hi Rad Fox. I'm blushing for Rad Fox because she's one of my favorites.
Hello, Rad.
Hello. Okay. The next one I picked up, it's probably totally wrong, but an ump. And the reason I picked it up is because I see you regularly pick it up. I just don't know if it's going to be in your favorites.
It is my first go-to gun if I need a gun, but I have had some thoughts, and it really is. If anyone knows me, if I get a set of Uzis, you will be mowed down by them 100%. Oh, I'll say 90%, but Uzis are my go-to gun. People don't like them because of the dynamics of them, because you have to keep taking them out when you're doing things. But I've got used. Yeah, I've used them every day, so I can happily wield them out, land on you with them.
You are pretty quick with those.
Yeah, literally. So that is why I run them. I had some thought. Now, I did shy away from them, and I did steer to the UMP recently.
Okay.
But after some thought, no, it's actually, and also the P90 I've been playing with. But I find Uzis are really where I should be with them.
So, are you going to be sad when the Uzis go away?
No, because the P90 was never really a go-to gun. I'll probably divert to the P90 and the UMP, so I will not miss them in any way. This is why I like to be good with all the guns, because you never know what they're gonna do.
The next one I went with is an op. Probably got that wrong too. Yep, so
anyone knows me, I used to be an opper.
I almost picked up a Magnum. Dang it!
It's a very it's very hard. So I find it very hard to choose between these two. I love the op. I went through a spot when I didn't use it at all. But then I started getting snipers only challenge. Again, another challenge in my channel. And I had to kill someone to be able to complete the challenge. If I don't kill someone, I would have to keep using that gun until I did. And it allowed me to hone my skills as an opper. I now love the gun again, but I find the distance between me and the player is always at a disadvantage if you want close combat. So I prefer the Magnum to wear them down and then maybe jump in with the DT. But it is hard between those two. I will happily run it either. If there is an op, that would get dropped last minute when we move closer range to the Magnum.
Okay.
So yeah, but this is my preferred loadout. If I was to pick one, I've been thinking about it all day today, and that's what I'd come up with. But you know, it's taken me probably a week.
Let's see here. The last item that I picked up here is an RFB. That was a hodgepodge, and you did pick up a grenade. I'm happy that you pick up grenades. Thank you for picking up grenades. It is my favorite. So, yeah, talk to me about the grenades, because I haven't seen you really using them.
So, what it is, so if anyone watches my streams, they know I play with Kevin, and he is our grenadier. He carries 6 to 8 frags any game. But because of commitments and other things, I'm not always with Kevin, so I've had to factor that into my gameplay. And plus, I do play with other players, so this has now been a part of my loadout. I'm trying to get to use them. They come in very handy to knock down builds, especially because things like Uzis aren't the strongest, and BOWs and RFBs, so they just come in handy, and especially to get freshly rezzed kills. So that is why I've started to bring them into the gameplay. Nice. So yes, I never used them. I probably only started using them this last month, maybe even less, last couple of weeks probably.
Okay.
So now they're an active part of the loadout.
We've got frag grenades, the Magnum, the Uzis, the DT, the Nanners, and the shield sodas. And so there you have it, Mad Daz. I finally did one worse than your interview. I got one single item correct. I did much worse for DanDan than I did for anybody else. So, yay me. And DanDan needs to die for that.
Oh, I didn't even see that coming. Considering I've seen your interviews, why did I not see that? Thank you for the kill.
Red Fox VR.
I don't know, but I had them slimy girls on Tuesday kill me.
Oh, did they? So I see killed with Uzis. I call that my death. Be killed by you, TipsyTrixie.
Yay! I actually had a plan for the Miss Misery and Lady
504
on Tuesday.
Yep.
LOL.
It just didn't work out the same way because, you know, when you're in the interview, you're thinking and you're moving and you want things moving along, and it totally spaced my mind as I was doing it. So I had them do the climb the tower race, and my goal was to actually have one of them that both climb the tower with their guns. to see who could kill one another and then fly down, and then me get that one person flying down, so I didn't have to go against both of them. But it didn't work out that way.
Ideas.
Yeah, it did.
So they teamed up and slaughtered you.
And I should have seen it, because we all think very much alike, so I should have seen it coming. If Devil's Reaper didn't tell them to do it, I knew I should have known that they were going to plan that against me, slimy girls.
So did anyone plant the idea? Did Devil's Reaper plant the idea? Or was
he tries to plant the idea in anybody I interview. Like his whole goal is to make...
kill you.
See? Sorry, Reaper. Maybe you should have done a better job.
Maybe he did try and play with me. Maybe he told me. He said, make sure you... I probably didn't listen. So if I did, I apologise. I missed the kill. Well, technically, you slaughtered a golden PJ. Well done.
That's right. I mean, I have a game. I'm not that bad. I like to say I'm bad, but...
I'm not that good.
I'm only bad when I play with Mad Daz, so that it makes him so miserable. He just, nods in shame.
Don't worry. There are some players. There's a few players I play with, and I tell you what, no matter how many games you play, you just have bad games, and sometimes it happens. It takes a while to break that, and it's just literally. I know. I mean, I can. Who is it? Santiago Craig I play with. I tell you what, we struggled to get a good game, and he's a fantastic player, and so are myself and a few others, and we just cannot get that win. I tell you, it's a killer. I think we've definitely had more losses than wins.
Well, I want to say hello to a couple more people in chat. Nicole, what is up? Thanks for joining. Jeezy also joined us. Dustin, hello. Thank you guys for joining. I'm doing my TipsyTrixie Takes Over Thursday today with VRDanDan. And so as we get going, DanDan, where can we find you online so everybody can jump over and follow you?
You can find me on Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, and I've changed my name to make life ever so simple to VRDanDan. If you literally Google that, it just comes up top of the list. But my main platform, just to let you know, is Twitch. That's where I started. It's where I thought I would grow probably more in the future when VR really takes off, because it's so new. I also do Facebook, but I rotate between the two, so I will do 2 streams on Twitch one day, then I'll do 1 stream on Facebook and 1 stream on Twitch, or I might do 1 Twitch, 1 Facebook, 1 Twitch, and then 2 the next day on Twitch. So it just depends on the day, the mornings. I'm still trying to get the times on Facebook because it does vary. I found the mornings are better. I've definitely found a lot more of you dropping in when I stream very early morning, so I might keep that up at Facebook in the mornings. But yeah, YouTube, I don't really get a chance to check it too much, but I try and upload some of my longer streams. So I don't know if we are going to talk about it, the Friday challenge that I do. It's kind of gets messy. I don't know.
Let's
do you know
talk
what
about
that one is?
Tell me about it.
So, it is a challenge. It's called Drinking Friday.
I have heard about it, but Chad wants to know. And I'm saying Chad because I call my chat Chad.
So my most notorious stream, that was probably one of the craziest ones I did. It was an 8-hour stream. Okay, I'm getting old. I'm above 40. I feel my age, but I tell you, I did an 8-hour stream. 2 is normally my maximum, but I did 8 hours. And basically, I have a drinking stream. It's been redeemed. Someone's just redeemed it 3 weeks in a row. It's actually 24 pack. We give a little shout out. He's a very supportive of the stream. He's redeemed it for 3 weeks in a row. So basically, every time I die for an hour, I will drink. Every time I die. So there was an uncapped limit before, and I died 5 times in one game that was 5 minutes long. I had to then have 5 shots. Okay, so what we were doing, being the pirate season that it was, I was drinking rum.
Oh,
Miss London happened to find some obscure, very unwell made, very probably mediocre rum, which was obviously made with acid and God knows what.
Right.
And yeah, it was fine. It tasted fine. It went down. I was drinking them neat, and I done half a bottle of rum in an hour. Okay, I don't drink. That's a lot of rum for me. And I streamed for 8 hours. So if I'd killed you, I would have gone, you motherfucking bastard, I've killed you, I'm pissed out my head. I couldn't even speak, but the stream is on YouTube. It is 8 hours long. Please, I mean, by all means, go and check it out. I don't dare check it out, but I have watched it, and I did laugh at it, and I was amazed I even played. I think I fell over 3 or 4 times. I couldn't even speak. I mean,
wow.
how I even play.
That's Friday. This Friday.
And this Friday,
tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be drinking. Well, is it tomorrow?
It is tomorrow.
It is. Oh God, it comes around so quickly. This week we'll be drinking whiskey because it's basically going through all the alcohol.
Ouch.
So last week was Red Bull and Jägermeister. So it was Red Bulls and Jägermeister. I ended up doing half a bottle of that. But that was better because there was a mixer in there. But I will not be doing straight shots, but we have limited it to 2 shots per game because apparently I can die a lot. But what it is, when I'm drunk, I get my best games, 9 kills, 8 kills.
You go full on beast mode is what you're saying.
Yeah, because I try and give the viewers what they want because I start pushing and yeah, it goes well. But
nice.
Yeah, we'll see how we get on. Don't expect too much. Just come in, drop in, just support me and you'll see how I get on. But it is a challenge I've started and adopted and it's just become part of my stream every Friday.
Perfect. So if you guys aren't following DanDan and you don't have his notifications, where are you live right now?
I'm currently on Twitch right now, so if they go head over to Twitch, you'll find me in the Population 1 section.
Yep.
And yeah, we are just in there now. I've got a few viewers in there, so I will.
Perfect. So, and if you guys are in my chat and you need to jump over to hit that follow and get them notifications, feel free to do that. My streams are never about high views and popularity. My streams are out there to get you more information about DanDan and all you other streamers.
You have a super nice voice.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Radfox. All right, we're going to get back into these questions. Are you ready?
Yep, carry on. Fire away.
All right. These beautiful weapons all around us. Do you have a least favorite one?
Do I have a least favorite? Yeah, do you know what? Yes, I do. It is probably the 19. It's between the 1911. Let me have a quick look. I will tell you now, because I will see. Yeah, see, it's between the 1911. Yeah, it's probably the 1911.
Okay,
probably,
tell me why.
I mean, it's just the slow fire rate. Let's see how many bullets it hold. See, 12 shots, not particularly decent aim. I have found though, so if anyone new is using it, if you do actually hold it up and use the sights are dead accurate, but I find you haven't got time in the middle of battle to use it that way. I mean, anyone that watches me as well, I'm actually left-eyed, right-hand dominant, left-eye dominant, so I do find it quite hard to play certain things, but yeah, so to use this properly, I have to hold this up to my left eye, and I do have to close the right eye. But yeah, it probably is this gun. It's the least gun that I use in the game, but I will pick it up if I have nothing else.
Okay.
So, there you go.
What about weapon secrets? Are there any of these that you can pick up and teach me something new?
So, something that I've just picked up new, is with the AWP. I've started to almost use it at 45 degrees.
Oh, okay. Tell me why.
So, because when you fire, it's just a quick... So it's very quick to... So I just have to do a backwards motion. I know Radfox does a sort of an upward motion, I believe, or something along those lines. But it just... When I'm mid-battle and I'm trying to quick scope, I find it much easier as you can do that. You can see it's fairly quick. But this is something I've picked up later on in playing. I remember I used to always use it straight, but again, just by tilting the angle almost 45 or even 90, it just means I just have to do a slightly backwards motion, and even the loading is easier.
I've heard the similarities of that is also with the AKM. A lot of players use it as well in the same direction for a faster load.
Another little tip with the Uzis, so anything probably 2-star, even 3-star, you will not get a kill. I mean, I don't think you'll get a full kill with the whole loadout. The chance of hitting all your shots is very unlikely. So if I was coming out to fight you now, I would be pasting you hard.
And
I would build, reload while I'm building, and then fire again. It just gives you a chance to get that reload in, because I know a lot of people don't like the Uzis because of the reload. Because, so say you're shooting me now, I would be at you, I'll get some builds up, get my reload, and I'll carry on, and that would guarantee a kill.
I think that's going to help me, because I do use the Uzis. I do have a passion for the Uzis.
I mean, let me just check my ping. So my ping's 162 there. So the switching for me between the Uzis and the builds is always a pain. But yeah, that is probably the best advice. You've got to get your reload in. I mean, that's just something I've picked up recently. Another thing, let me see if we've got any DTs.
They're around here somewhere.
DTs. No, there's none here. Let's see if we can get one.
What?
So this is something that I've just started. What it is it's amazing how when you, let me just get set up. Do you organise your loads out? Tipsy?
That is my next question for you. Do you organize?
Oh, okay.
I do not. Mine, if you guys have OCD, do not look at my loadout. I literally throw shit in there and I use it as it comes.
I will tell you in a minute. So I'll get to the loadout bit in a minute. Bear with me. Let's see if we can find, where is the shotgun? So the one thing, so this comes again with time. I mean, I'm not the best player in the world. Let's see if we can get DT.
Oh, there's a nice gold op for you. Some purple Uzis.
Gold op. Find it with gold op. Yeah, where's the DTs at? Come on, get me a DT.
Nope.
So this is something I've kind of. So you'll find some of the better players higher up. But no DT, no DT.
They don't want to give you one. I mean, you're trying to get one. That's why it's not showing up.
Oh, okay, got one.
Okay, cool.
1 star, of course it's a 1 star. So one thing I've got to get in the habit of, I just did this today, is if I'm wearing you down and you are being a pain in my arse and I just cannot get the kill in, I will switch you change out and I will come in with a DT because that will be the final kill. Once you get them onto
players
health,
like you.
But that comes with time. That is something I never used to do, and it's very, even now I still struggle to get that mindset in. But it's like, this is why some of the best players will double op you, come in with the DT and you're finished. And it's that but they're younger. It's always the younger players. They can think a lot quicker than me.
I don't know. I've seen Radfox do it. I've seen Hater do it. You guys you're fashioned with the op and you can switch to the DT. I mean, it worked for you, especially before the update with the DT. It was pretty beautiful.
The best advice I can give with the DT, I mean, what I tend to do is, well, if you come over here, you may see me, if you ever watch me and catch me in lobby, I will pick one of these squares. And that was just while I'm waiting, and that just becomes a target. I mean, that's a 1 star, but yeah, that's something that I do. And then I'll pick up here, just as part of a little bit of a warm-up, really. Yeah, there you go. So that's some advice. All right.
So gameplay, do you have any weaknesses to share? Like, can I sneak up on your, left side because, I don't know, you can't hear very well? Do you have any weaknesses?
So, do I have any weaknesses? Do you know what? No, I've got headphones on. I run the one, well, they are the Quantum 1 JBL headphones, so my hearing is on full in game. I can hear things that other players can't hear most of the time. Okay. I will hear you creeping up on me. My biggest weakness is I run out of builds. I'd never collect enough builds. That's probably my weakness at the moment.
Okay. That's good for
I
me
never seem
to
to have
know.
enough builds for some reason. So yeah, if you're carrying a lot of builds, let me have them. It's a pleasure and it makes my game much easier. Yeah, weaknesses, and probably the fact that I'm reading chat half the time. That's probably another weakness.
Radfox VR
I don't think of anything that I
said,
struggle with.
Someone needs loot goblin lessons.
Yeah, you need some loot goblin lessons.
Someone loot gobbling lessons. Yeah, someone in chat. Oh, if they know anything that I suffer with, it's probably the push. I do sometimes struggle with the pushing.
Oh, not eating banana.
Or I get overconfident, and I will push forward against 3, and that's where I end up licking my wounds and coming back for a revive.
Okay.
That is probably
well. Someone else says that you need to eat more bananas too.
Chrisox36.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said
that?
Yes, I do need to make sure I eat bananas. Yeah, I know why he said that. Yeah, I do enjoy banana. I must admit, they're full of potassium. It's lovely. But yeah, no, I need to make sure I eat banana. I will eat more bananas for you. That will be absolutely a pleasure to do. Not a problem. So I'll make sure I can carry some. Go on. Next one. Anything else?
All right. Why do you stream?
So why do I stream? So I actually thought this today. So I play Pot 1 so much. So I have a gaming PC. Again, we'll probably get onto that at some point. And I started streaming because a lot of people come up to me in the lobby. Oh, DanDan, hey DanDan, do you stream? No, and I was like, no, I don't stream. Hey DanDan, why don't you stream? Because me and Kevin, I don't know if anyone knows Kevin, he was known as Aqua Nugget, but then his account changed, and then he was known as K3Vin, or Kevin as he's known, aka Nugget. And we kind of have a chemistry between us, and people enjoyed playing with us. We used to cause havoc when we went into war. We'd wind people up, and it just went from there really. And I thought, you know what, I'll give streaming a go. And literally, it did it blow up? I don't know if it's blown up, but you know, I've been streaming sort of 7 weeks maybe. But I know I got affiliate within about 2 days, so that was really quick. Maybe, yeah, it was literally 2, 3. It was something stupid, yeah, it just started from there, and I enjoy talking. And if anyone joins my streams, my thing is I just don't shut the hell up. Literally, shut the fuck up, Dan. Yeah, and I'm known for swearing because as well. DanDan will 100% swear. You motherfucker. Fuck you. Fucking come and kill this fuckbag, Kevin. Kill that son of a bitch. So you will get all of that. If anyone who's coming to check after we killed you, and I'll say, come and kill this motherfucker. Honestly, I do love you.
I don't know if other people in chat also agree with me, but it's even better when you cuss, because you get your like British form of curse words, which are just lovely.
Oh yeah, I've heard the one that you guys find funny is apparently Wankstain. That one's one that you guys like. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm like, motherfucking
come on.
Wankstain. Yeah, but Kevin brought. Kevin's very. Kevin could be on another level. He's in a league all of his own with the swearing. But yeah, I mean, I will be like, come and get these motherfuckers, you piece of shit. So on the Friday, I will swear even more than I ever swear. So then when I get that combined with the drinking and the swearing challenge.
On Friday, I can't wait to watch you tomorrow night. That's going to be awesome.
36.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I always get nervous about them because I don't want to disappoint. But then I also don't want to have liver failure. The last one that I did was very painful for me. I lost the whole day, and I was very, very sick. Yeah,
I believe it.
I'd never been so ill. Yeah, I'd never been so ill. People actually had messages saying, "Am I okay? Was I all right?"
Nice smile.
And it was very, very caring, and I appreciate all the love that came my way. But I was back on streaming the next day, albeit very tender tummy. It wasn't the Saturday; it was the Sunday I was back on. And that's when I did the custom lobbies, and I think everyone came in the custom lobby, I think.
We did, yeah. I was there, I believe, right after that. I was there that weekend.
There you go. Yeah. I was like, oh, I feel so
And I thought I was
rough,
doing so well because I was killing you a lot, but now I know that you just didn't feel good, so bummer.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad. No, you are a skilled player, and I appreciate you. Have a great teacher, Devil's Reaper. I'm sure he will teach you some
he didn't teach me shit. Don't believe that.
Oh,
don't believe that for a second. I taught him everything he knows.
Smiley face.
That's what I've heard. The word on the street. That is the word on the street. That is what I've heard.
Love Dad.
We met playing Pop 1. He chased after me and my skill.
Did he? That is
he
crazy.
did. That is right.
Wow, there you are. Pop 1 relationship in the bloom.
Well, tell me,
J-Weez.
How do you choose your teammates?
How you doing, Tipsy?
How do I choose my teammates? So, again, since streaming, it's become a lot harder. So this is an interesting one. So I get asked to play with a lot of players. I get a lot of invites. So I met Kevin. He was one of the first people I met, and Light Matches, which I haven't mentioned yet. He's known to be very quiet. But we have a chemistry that works, and we're very good as a team. We just enjoy playing together. And I don't like the seriousness, you know. We're too serious at the game. You end up hating on each other so when the rank first started, it became very hard for anyone to play with each other, and everyone was trying to squad up with their usual squad. And this is the problem. But I will happily play with anyone. I find that streaming can sometimes have an influence on how I play, or because I feel I can't always, certain people you play with, you can't talk as much. So again, anyone that plays with you knows I don't shut the fuck up. I mean, I had a great stream with Space Roach, actually. I was amazed that we kind of managed, because Space Roach doesn't shut up and I don't shut up, but it worked really well. But I think he was muting himself a few times, and he was very, very good. And there's me just chatting crap the whole time.
Nice.
But yeah, so picking a team, I just like to play with you. I would try and play with the team dynamics. I've had the honor of playing with Watcher and Malibu. And do you know what? They're great fun to play with. They bring out my pushing side, and I can keep up with the pace that they go. I do have to try and fight for kills. And if it's a more of a sit back and relax approach, I can then play with a slightly slower squad, and I'm happy to do that. But I do like the activeness and just roaming across the map. So if you're up for roaming around the map looking for kills, that's kind of the play that I do like.
Okay.
So I think I was going to say on that, with kills, bear with me, my thought has gone, my training thought. But yeah, as well, so that was it. It was about the lower levels. A lot of invites come my way, and I promise you, I don't want to not play with you guys. This is why I do the custom lobbies. But between like level 30, even level 50 and 60, there's a massive jump. And we have had some players. I mean, I can say, like, we've had Daryl 24 pack come in, Samuel SMV logs, I think it is, come in, and when they come up to our lobbies, gameplay is just so intense all the time, and I try and explain it. It's very hard to explain it until they're in it, and what it is, they come in and they just feel overwhelmed, and I don't want them to feel like that, because it can make you not enjoy the game as much.
Sure.
So that's the thing. You've got to find a squad that's on your level, and you all have to progress together, because it's very hard to progress with a higher level player. And that's kind of where the squad dynamics grow. So that's probably the way I look at squads. It's be on someone that's on your level. That has a big influence. Someone that's at where I'm at when I play will be another influence of someone that I play with.
Okay.
Hope that's a good answer.
Okay. Well, let's talk about if you ever run solos or play with noobs.
So I do try solos. It's such a shame for you guys that play on mute. I know it's hard. I know you might have things going on. Honestly, talk to someone. If you end up with a golden PJ, talk to them. I mean, do you know what my biggest pleasure is? Giving a new player a win. I'm not quite strong enough to carry it. For some reason, I still get dragged into slightly hard lobbies with newbies or squeakers. But yeah, I want to teach you little things and try and help you develop, because I was shown a few things by higher level players, and I wouldn't get better if I hadn't done that. I don't watch any YouTubes. I've only learned by playing the game and playing with other people. So yes, please do speak if you're a new player. But squeakers, do you know what? I love them, but don't rage quit. Don't quit the game if you die, because you know what? It makes you not want to play with you. Yeah, no, but it makes you not want to play with them again, because you're then put in a position where you're 2v3 and it becomes an unfair match, and then you don't enjoy the game. Be there till the end. You all die together. You win together. No need to get upset, and that's when the game gets taken too seriously, and that's when rage quitting does kick in, or when they're younger. But just enjoy the game. But squeakers, honestly, I have no problem with them. I've played with them many, and I do play with them many. So, yeah, that's kind of a little bit about those.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the skins. Now, you talked to me a little bit about this is your new skin to wear. What is your favorite skin? And then if you had a choice to add any kind of skin or character into the Pop 1 community, what would it be?
So, as in a character, as in from anything out of this world, or as in an old one that's gone and...
any kind of skin you would imagine. So what's your favorite one first?
Skin. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so my favorite one. So, do you know what? I've started to love the golden PJ because it is such a milestone in the game. I know it is the lowdown. It's the bottom feeding of Pop 1, and it's like, that's the old gold one. But do you know what? It's such an honor to get it, and it's so hard. The struggle to get it has been real. I mean, it's been a real battle to get it, and I'm so glad I got it, and I feel that I've earned it. I didn't want to get it quickly. I wanted to earn it the hard way. And so this is kind of my favorite skin, but my original skin that I'm known as is the one. You know, I wish I'd bought your skin, but I didn't really understand. I think I came at the time when that skin was out.
Yep.
Yeah, and I didn't get it. I think, because it was March this year, wasn't it, that skin?
No, it was the very first year that it came out.
No,
so, it was the winter, the very first winter.
There was a skin that was around your time. Maybe it was the orange skin. But I came out when the Commando skin came. Do you know, the one with the hoodie and the one, the respirator that's got one side on? So I came around that time. And that is my original skin that I was known for. But I've just started to wear this one just because, you know, I like the challenge of wearing it. And yes, you are a target. But, you know, you kill me as a golden
Pier 504.
You kill me as a golden PJ.
Said,
enjoy the kill. You deserve it. And it's always a good feeling, the first golden PJ you kill. So hopefully I've helped many people get that feeling. As for skins, what would I like to see in game? Wow, yeah.
What's up, Green Dragon?
I haven't even got a thought for a skin. Let me have a think. So again, I like to wear skins that are male orientated. I don't. It's just something I like. So that's something you may rarely catch me wearing a female skin. No particular reason. I'm not against it, but I've just always liked to be in my form. But skin-wise, something new. Yeah, what the hell? That is a question. I did like the pirate skin, but then I felt every time I look at it now, I feel sick because of the Drunken Friday. So that's ruined it for me forever.
Oh man, yes, but out in the future, you might regret not having it if you don't.
No, exactly. That's why I went out. Oh, cool. I got to think of a skin. What skin? Let's see, coming into the game. Skins that I don't particularly like is the Texas Chainsaw one with the mask. I think, do you know
that's Jason.
Something. I'd like to see something retro, probably retro, like based around my logo and my thing is like 80s because that's the year of when I was born in the 80s. So something pretty retro-y. I like the Chinese-y style character, the neon skin. I'd like to see another form of character along those lines. Something, not maybe Blade Runner-y or something retro-y. Something that's like that era, nothing too funky,
neon,
normal
maybe.
face, neon-y, something neon related, nothing too crazy, but yeah, something along those lines.
Oh, maybe
so
something with a mohawk. Yeah.
Mohawk? No, just
normal.
No
mohawk.
Normal hair, but just neon. Even Back to the Future-y related, something along those lines.
Okay.
All right.
Very cool.
There you go. There's something there. Maybe something Back to the Future related. Maybe thingy.
All right.
Oh, my brain's gone. You know, the Marty jacket and all of that. That would be pretty cool.
Back to the
I'd like
Future.
To see that.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So, are you willing to share your Pop 1 stats with us?
Certainly. Have you got them up? You can share them away.
I do not have them
by
up.
all means. But do you know? Do you want me to go to get them, or have you got them in front of you?
Go ahead and grab them and share them. And as DanDan is looking up his stats right now, just doing the TipsyTrixie Takeover Thursday, doing our interview with VRDanDan. You can find him all over the place, all over different platforms. Look for VRD4NDAN. He's currently live right now on Twitch. Jump on over there after you've jumped in here to say hello. And if you are just joining, make sure you let me know you're here in chat, so that I can let DanDan know that you're here watching his interview. I am live on Facebook and Twitch. And you can find me by TipsyTrixie and TipsyTrixie_ on Twitch. You ready, DanDan?
Sorry,
what are your stats?
Sorry if my arms are flapping around. So my arms are going to be flapping because I'm holding my phone in my hand.
Totally fine.
My stats at the moment. So daily today is 44% win rate. I've played 18 games, won 8 games, 40 kills today. Weekly 43.9, season is 30.5%, and career is 24.8% win rate.
Okay.
I have played 6,500 games to date. I've had 1,623 wins, 10,128 kills, 2,314,008 damage. And my average kills is low on career at 1.6. So when we started, sorry, I just put my phone down. When we started, we could not hot drop. That was one thing we couldn't do. We did 1,000 hot drops in a row, and we got pummeled. Our win rate went through the floor, and that's kind of the reason for my low wins. But I seem to be averaging around 40% at the moment. Maybe even some days 50, some days 80.
Oh,
and
that's pretty great.
Long time it's going to take me a long time to get my stats back up. But I'm not too fussed about them, to be honest with you. I'm here to have fun.
Well, let's talk about the rank system that used to be in place. Did you like that, or did you not like rank?
So I enjoyed it. I was gutted I never made Grand Banana. Reason being, I did creep up to nearly 15,000 the first time it came out, and then it went down because we were hot dropping and still mucking around. And I do my challenges, and that interferes massively. If you imagine getting pistols only, FAL only, drop all your loot when someone swears mid-game, it becomes a killer. And I just could not keep that grand banana. It'd be nice to get the trails, but to be honest with you, I don't even use the trails. I don't like having them on because I think it's too bright and people can see you easily. And there's almost a bit of when a lower level player they target you, but again, I suppose wearing the gold jacket's the same. But the rank mode was fun. But it then changed the dynamics of the game, and then everyone was stacking together. Tournament players were tournament playing, and it just became very unenjoyable for a lot of the time. And we were out causing havoc. Our idea was to me, Kevin, and Light. We went in there. We were there to be the underdogs, and we wanted to just cause havoc with your rank if we could. If we couldn't, oh well, we were there just to have fun.
Well,
and that's kind
speaking of havoc, we have Omega Havoc in chat saying, "What's up?"
Yo, what's up? Thank you for the games. Thank you for the games earlier. You had some good games earlier.
I watched both of you earlier.
He saw it. I went on a killing streak in Metro. I think a 9-kill game. We didn't quite win it because he dropped out. He had some technical issues. But yeah, no, it's the rank system changed the game, and it's nice that it's gone, but it's a shame that a lot of players aren't playing because it's gone. It's a shame that they feel they need that to stick to the game. The game's about having fun, and it's nice to mix up and play with other people, and the rank system shouldn't stop that, but it did, and it was a shame because everyone became. I think the first month that rank came on, we were all arguing with each other because you're just so worried about trying to get the rank, and it was wrong, and it was very bad for the game, and we said to each other, if we're not having fun, then what are we doing in here? And the whole idea of Pot 1 is about having fun, meeting new people, and creating friendships, and that is what the game's based on. And
killing people. I mean, oops.
And, no, sorry. Yeah, and do you know what? It is about it's about creating a team that you enjoy playing with and mowing across the map and fucking everybody up. That's what I say.
Killing your friends.
There you go. So there is my answer on the rank system, so I don't miss it.
Let's talk about some personal things that lets us get to know DanDan a little bit closer as a person outside of VR. Some questions. What is your favorite food to eat?
Ooh, favorite food to eat. It would have to be a steak, a T-bone, or a tomahawk. A tomahawk steak with just salad and chips. So so at home we've got a barbecue outside. We barbecue 300 days of the year, I think.
Nice. How do you like them cooked?
Said
medium rare.
Dan's the best. He's such a good dude and will squad with a variety of players.
Loads of butter.
Mid-game he flagged down an enemy who was a kid playing by himself to give the kid his gold Uzis. And then invited him to friend up and play the next match with us.
They're just not up to the standard that we do, but I want to come to America and try an American steak. That is one of my dreams. I just have not done it yet.
Okay.
So, yeah,
there's a lot of places really people will recommend for you.
I literally would come there just for that. So steak is my favourite meal, really, with chips and salad.
Tell me what your favourite holiday is.
That's a hard one. So holiday, ideal holiday. Again, do you know what? I haven't had it. It is in the to-do list. I want to come to America. I'd like to go to Orlando Studios, Universal, Space Kennedy, and literally do that whole run.
Okay.
That is probably and I'd love to see a rocket launch as well. That would be an amazing holiday. Or even a chucking a few tornadoes on the side, do a few tornado hunting holidays. That's kind of something that I'd like to do. But again, it's just on the list.
For you guys in chat questioning what that means is, if you don't know, they consider holidays a vacation, where we call holidays here specific dates in the calendar, and so that's why DanDan is talking about vacation trips. So little cultural education for you if you're wondering why he's not saying something like Christmas.
Oh yeah, Christmas holidays. Yeah, Christmas is my favourite time of year, to be fair. The excitement of that whole build up. But yeah, holidays for us is we go away, go to another destination, enjoy ourselves, and then come back to reality after it's all done.
DanDan, what would you say is your favorite movie?
This again. I've been having some trouble having some thought on this.
Okay, if you can't think of a movie, TV show, or anything outside of VR.
Do you know what? There's so many different things. So the type of movies I do love will be sci-fi, space related. Really, if I was to sit back and think back to a great movie or a great collection of movies, it would be the Back to the Future movies. They were something that imprinted on me as a child, and also the Marvel universe. What the hell, Avengers,
superheroes.
They are where I like to be. And actually, and cheesy or not, Ready Player One, great movie.
I liked that movie. It got me into VR enough to want to look for something like that movie, and I found Pop One.
Yeah, so I watched it after having I've watched it before, but I never related to the headset and that movie. But then watching it afterwards, you can definitely see that could be somewhere where we could go with VR.
The Oasis,
I'd say that is up there. Yeah, that is up there with
there is something out there. It's called Neo, and there are people experimenting with it right now that are just flabbergasted by how wonderful and close it is to the Oasis experience. So stay tuned to the future. Amazing. Yeah, it's exciting.
I will keep an eye. I might have to look that up. I might have to give that a look. So
message me after. I'll tell you who to ask about it. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. If there's any jobs going in there, I would happily go and work in there. That is kind of where I'd like to go.
Yep. The people describing it was saying like you could experiment by standing under a virtual waterfall, and you can feel the water hitting your body.
Well, no way. So obviously they got full body suits and everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I might have to look into that. Watch this space. VRDanDan could be doing something along those lines.
All right, DanDan, do you have any pets, furry friends, or critters?
Of course we do. We have 4 beautiful dogs. So being in England, space is very minimal normally, but we've got quite a bit of land. We think it's quite a lot here. We've got about an acre and a bit of garden, so we got 4 dogs.
4 dogs?
4 dogs, 3 Staffordshire Bull Terriers and a Doberman. 2 of them are rescues. We had more dogs before, but 4 is the most we've had at any one time. We've got Paris is a rescue, so she is a beautiful name. Paris London, believe it or not, a crazy name. We've got Maya and Roman and Kobe, and Maya's the youngest. She's a little girl. We've got Roman, who's technically her brother, but I think more like boyfriend now. They're starting to fall in love with each other. So we've got Roman, he's lovely, and we've got Kobe. He's the old, wise, distinguished gentleman. He spends a lot of time thinking, and he's more of a cat, but he's just a lovely dog, and and he's just part of our family. So yeah, we have four beautiful dogs.
You can tell that DanDan really likes his dogs. He gives them personalities and relationships. So it's very cute.
They do. Yeah, do you know what? They do mess with my day. So I end up having to not work as much because of my dogs. So I've definitely cut back a lot. I've cut back a lot on work. I'd rather be. I don't know how people go to work when they got kids, because I haven't got any kids yet. I don't know how you go to work and leave your children at home. Maybe because you're probably relieved to have a break. But no, the dogs, I want to just get back and make sure I'm there, because I'm nothing worse than the dog being at home on their own all day. So yeah, it does.
Very nice.
But yeah, so there you go.
Right. The next question I have, I'm supposed to guess. So I'm going to guess whether I think you are a coffee drinker, energy drink, tea, or soda. And I'm not adding alcohol in there, because that would probably be the pick for the Fridays anyway. No, but I'm going to guess that I don't want to be so stereotypical and say you like tea. I believe you like
we
tea.
Drink tea here.
But I'm going to say, I'm going to go with coffee for you. Huh?
It It is. So we have just got, we had a coffee machine, one of those pod ones. It broke, it's useless. We've got a bean to cut one. Since I've got that, it's 2 coffees every day, and that's what gets me through my streams. Yeah, I don't drink energy drinks. The only time I drank them for the first time in 6 years was last Friday or the Friday before for the stream. But other than that, I don't really drink them. Yeah, it's coffees, cappuccinos, or flat whites.
Sweet.
Yeah,
at least I got that right.
Minimum.
Not like the weapon loadout.
Yeah, no, that was yeah.
That was miserable.
Is that the worst loadout you've ever got? Have you
it
ever
is.
got 6 completely wrong? Oh gosh.
I've gotten 6 right 2 times, and then everybody else I've done fairly decent. Mad Daz, I think I got 2 or 3 right with him. I think I got 3 right with
mine
him.
Was the worst.
Yours was the worst by far.
I did say it would be tricky because just because of my game dynamics due to my challenges.
And I really thought that you would have the Maddies in there for some reason. I really felt good about that. And the op, I felt good about that too. And I was not even close.
I know, because I saw you coming in. I think you catch me off in quite a lot, but it may have been an op challenge, which is why it was in there.
Possibly.
It may not be the go-to gun.
Yep.
There you go.
All right. Well, let's talk about how you begin your day in Pop 1. Do you do a warm-up? Do you jump into TDM? Do you use the training park? What does that look like for you?
I just jump straight into game. I do. Okay. I've used the training park, so I've got a very short attention span. I get bored so quickly in there. So I think I've been in there, I must have spent, I'd say about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours in all in total ever in the training park. I know Radfox is there going, oh my god, what is he doing? No, I just like to jump in game and practice on real life players because I just find that it's good for feeling the guns and the dynamics of the guns. Okay. But again, I always find I hit all my targets in there, everything's nice and accurate, come to game, and it all goes to shit. Yep. So nothing like getting in a game, straight into a match and hot dropping. That is pretty much it. Yeah,
that's a good warm-up there. You're right.
Straight off the deck, straight into it, down and dirty. Yeah, I don't do much TDM, to be fair. I may go in there for a little, if lobbies are quiet and a little bit bored, I might just jump in there to wind up a few people. Me and Kevin will have a laugh and we'll be lunatics in the game, causing chaos. But other than that, it's really squads most of the time.
Okay. Well, the next question I'm supposed to guess is if you rage quit or not. And based on your answer about Squeaker's rage quitting, although I have seen you get really frustrated before, this is kind of a hard one for me because I can completely see you rage quitting. But I'm going to guess, maybe against my better nature here, no, you do not rage quit.
No, I don't think I've ever rage quit in any game I've ever played throughout the whole lot. The only time I may leave a game is if someone is definitely toxic, and that will be something where they're relating to something in real life, and I won't go into detail because I don't need to mention certain things, but it's just something that it will upset me, and I think that is no need and there's no place for it. Or if they are complete mutes and they're just not talking, not letting you know, we both die and there is just no, but I haven't ever exited a game the whole time I've ever been streaming, or even probably for at least 5 months at least. I may have done it when I first started, but no, it's not something I would ever do or make a habit of, because it leaves the loss. I mean, actually, I think we got caught in a game and we exited and left the poor sod all on his own, literally earlier. We didn't mean to, because something happened and we lost. I think we lost a Mega Havoc. I think we lost him and we exited and the poor sod got left on his own. If you are watching my stream, I apologise, because it was we tried to get out before, and yeah, we left him in there. But yeah, no, we would never ever just quit out. So
last I saw, Havoc was in my stream. I don't know if he's still there, but we did have Miss Misery is still here, and a Red Legend joined to say hello, and Jonathan Frost Codwell. Dan the Man looks so sexy in that new gold PJ skin. I would have to agree.
Thank you very much. I appreciate all the sexy comments. You keep them coming. Miss London, cover your ears. These are purely for me and for
I'm sorry,
me
Miss London. I'm still borrowing your man for a moment. Thank you.
Thank you for the follow, guys. Sorry if I'm missing some of the. Sorry if I'm missing some of the likes and the follows. I am dedicating my attention solely to TipsyTrixie because otherwise I will get distracted. So I haven't got speech
he is
chat
still
on.
sexy X.
So again, obviously, Captain
Chris Ox 36.
Again,
Chris Ox is claiming you're sexy also. Wow, everybody thinks you're so sexy, DanDan.
Sexy, what can I do? Oh, what? I am saying nothing, no comment. You just come to the stream and you appreciate me for who I am. If you think I'm sexy, enjoy it, please do.
Give me some fire and Chad for the sexy DanDan. Yeah.
It's the voice. So I got a little bit of a cold tonight, and can get a little bit deep and a bit husky. And I know that the ladies prefer the husky voice. So, and the more I talk, the deeper it gets. So if you're playing with me and it makes you weak at the knees, just enjoy it. Please do.
Okay.
What is going on? Everyone's shopping in. We've got a few people. Skits, Jen, MK, Trip Time, Lexi, Murph. Thank you so much.
Nice.
Follows
All right.
are creeping up. I really appreciate it. Go on.
So, question to ask you. It's up to you if you want to answer it or not. I don't want you to make yourself feel uncomfortable or put you in an awkward situation between friends or people you know. Who is your favorite streamer to watch?
Favorite streamer? Do you know what? That's a really hard one. I enjoy watching basically quite a lot of you. You know, there's so many out there. There's Vilto VR, there's Captain Caldwell, there's Mad Daz, there's Space Roach was one. You know, I used to watch him a lot. I think when I first started playing Pot 1, and obviously VR Bros was one. They were someone I watched before I started playing Pot 1, and that's what got me into Pot 1. But I know he doesn't play the game as much anymore. But really, favourite-wise and entertainment, I like watching Jensen Fox. It's a bit of a...
Oh, Jensen's great. What a character.
Yeah, it's just the way it's just fantastic. He's just a natural...
You know, the first time I watched him, the rambling, just like, I was lost in it. I was like, what the hell is happening?
Amazed.
But then something happened. It was like a drug. As soon as I stopped watching... The next morning, I saw his notification come in, and I was like, "I really want to watch that again." It was like
it's amazing. If you watch him, he just plays, and his teammates are like, "We're dying," and he's like,
"Yeah."
Don't worry,
and
guys.
he's so
just
deep.
Come over to me,
yeah,
and
he's so deep in chat and conversations in his people. It's like amazing.
Darling Nikki 85.
It becomes an agony aunt. He's like an agony
aunt.
LOL
when you play with Jansen, the ramblings hard face with tears of joy.
And I always say. Jensen the therapist, people come to him to discuss their problems, and he's just playing Population 1 discussing problems.
He's like,
with them.
"Yep, that's right. Shoot. They're dead. Okay, and keep going."
I think I watched one the other day, and the chat was one on me. This one, he's going, "Don't worry, guys, I've got it." And he's just rezzing. He's just doing this, looking around. Yeah.
And we were talking about Jansen Fox on Twitch, if you guys are wondering. Search him up. He's pretty funny, and he's always on in the mornings, in U.S. mornings.
Yeah, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock my time. I think 9 o'clock your time. But yeah, he's probably one that's different because I like to see players that are just natural and just enjoying themselves. It's not about the competitiveness and we've got to kill. I know I can get a bit excited. Yeah, motherfuckers, I've got you, son of a bitch.
That's exactly why people watch you, is because your energy and actually your curse words draw people in because it's just hilarious.
Okay, so there's a little bit. That was sorry. Actually, to flick back to why I started. It's just a bounce back onto why I started streaming as well. So what I found is when I looked around at streamers, I kind of wanted to give an insight to the true Pot 1 player that people don't get to see, if that makes sense.
The frustrations.
So I don't hide anything. Like, what you see is what you get. I'm not putting this on. This is me. This is just natural. I don't have to try, and which makes streaming much easier for me. But it's that, the energy and when you get the wins and you lose, and especially on the Drunk Fridays, you'll see it even more. But I wanted to bring that side to, because I find there are some streamers that may have to try not to be as expressive because they're worried or may not want to, and I just wanted to break those barriers down, and that's why it may not get me as many viewers for the younger generations, but I was trying to break that barrier, so there's a little bit there, but which is probably why I took to Jansen a little bit, because he's very natural and there's no show there. It's just him doing his thing.
Darling Nikki 85.
Yep.
Said,
so that was kind of one
that's
of the things
what we love about
me streaming as well, was
the realness,
to break down those barriers and just show the real Pot 1 player behind closed doors. That's
and people in chat are saying that's what we like about DanDan. So you're spot on about your content. So thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate the love.
Let's talk about the time it takes for you to stream, the amount of time that you are in Pop 1, all of your settings and surroundings, and maybe questions that you have to ask to get answers to make your stream better. Is there anybody you would like to thank for all of that?
So I've had Mad Daz help me set up all the chat. Wow, I've just seen 24 pack.
Yes, that's what we love about him. Smiling face with heart eyes, smiling face with heart eyes, smiling face with heart eyes, smiling face with heart eyes.
Has given me some support, and he's great. So I found setting up streaming to be very, very hard. It seems there's very little, but obviously the group we're in is very handy. I know I'm a little bit erratic in there. I may chat and I duck in and out whenever I get a chance.
Sure.
But that group does help, but I found it so hard to get set up. I didn't have a bloody clue, and I just used YouTube because I don't know. There isn't. What it is, you get snippets of how to get set up, and then the bit that you need is just not there.
Or you don't use the same program. You chose a different one, and it doesn't match.
Yep. So this is it. So I use OBS, and I use Streamlabs, but I don't use a lot of the pedals. I don't use anything like that. So I have a rule of thumb: keep things simple. And they're a lot easier to manage, and things are just easier. I mean, I want to up and become more jazzy, but I like keeping in the nice plain simplicity of my stream of just keeping me on the focus. But I would like to have some more animations and graphics, but I haven't got a flipping clue where the hell to start.
Well,
so I don't know where. Go on.
There you go. And if you guys are in chat and you have that connection or you have that skill and you want to help out DanDan, reach out to him and find out what kind of things that he might want to add and maybe help him out here. That would be great. That's what this is for.
But there's things like alerts and things like that I need to add, and I want to get some custom emojis in Twitch for my following, because obviously I've got a following. I want to be able to give them something back, but that's something I want to do. But yeah, in that respect. So do you need to know a little bit about the platforms that I use, or?
Yeah, let's talk about your setup. Let's talk about your surroundings, setup, and your platforms.
Okay, so in front of me at the moment, if I hold my headset up, so I have actually got 5 screens. I actually started to do a bit of trading, and I started trading the markets back when COVID hit. So I ended up having 5 screens and a laptop. I originally was using an Apple MacBook Pro, which I thought was beautiful and super powerful. Lo and behold, hook it up to the Quest and try and stream, and it's a pile of junk, even though it's a top of the range MacBook Pro. So then I brought a dedicated gaming PC just to play Pot 1. So technically the great value game of $19.99, which is £20 in the UK, probably $30 in America, suddenly became £2,500 for a gaming PC. So everyone was like, why don't you so it's become the most expensive game console I've ever got, because I've ended up buying a PC just because you wanted to stream. Exactly. But yeah, I brought a gaming PC, and it runs. I have got the spec. I did bring the spec up. It has got an Intel i7 12700K, 3.61 gigahertz, 16 gig RAM. It's got, I think it's got a terabyte hard drive and a backup terabyte drive, solid state. Windows 11. And it's got a 3076 graphics card. I've also got 5 screens in front of me, obviously gaming keyboard and mouse, and all LED and all lit up. And obviously the headphones, which I use, which are the Quantum JBL ones. They are fantastic value for money. And I have a green wall behind me. I tried using the green screen.
36.
Absolute pain in the arse. Paint the
Take the headset
wall
off
green.
And gives a nice
it's
smile.
Far cheaper. And what's the worst that can happen? You paint it white when you sell the house. It's not a problem. Literally, £35 or probably $50 for a tin
Miss
of
London
paint.
90.
Believe me, I was looking at some of these screens.
Can you tell he's a PC noob face with tears of joy?
Probably. Yeah, just a paintbrush and a bit of paint,
London.
and it's worked wonders. What is Miss London saying?
Oh, she's saying that you are a sexy piece of ass, that's all.
Oh, really? Oh, thank you, Miss London. No problem.
Actually, no. She said that you're a PC noob.
I'm a PC. Yeah, I'm a complete PC noob. Yeah, literally. I've been Apple Mac for years. Yeah, using Windows. I just have to try and find my gaming settings before I load it up.
Take the headset off and gives a nice smile.
Find the settings in Windows. But yeah, it was hard work. I'm not computer literate.
Miss London 90.
I am able to use PCs, but I'm just not very
Miss London 90.
The latest stuff at the moment. Yeah,
face with tears of joy.
To do, I'll be crumbling.
Okay.
So there you go. So that is the setup.
Well, let's talk about something that everybody in chat wants to know. Well, Miss London knows, but myself and Miss Misery, just calling her out.
Darling,
maybe a few others want to know. Do you
Some
wear
of us are really just
boxers,
using Dan to get
briefs,
to at Miss
or
London
go
90.
commando when you are playing VR?
So I would go completely commando, but I think I'd get banned from Twitch. I just think
36.
I would be gone in a second unless they allowed it. Then I would go commando. But currently, I like to wear something comfortable, tracksuit and boxer shorts. But they are the tight-fitting, slim-fit versions, so not the loose ones. So I don't know what they'd call in America.
Boxer briefs.
Boxers, effectively.
Yeah,
boxer briefs. So that is what I am wearing currently. So for all
Lovely.
the male and females that want to envision that, you now know.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's talk about hot dropping and podding. When do you hot drop? When do you pod?
Said,
so,
take the headset off and gives a nice smile.
With an awful lot. We would hot drop every single time and die an awful lot more than we do. I will tend to assess the situation. If we're in the right
Miss
side
London
of the
90.
platform, on the right side of the nines, guaranteed
Totes
hot drop.
woman tipping
If
hand
you're
face
on the
with
right
tears
side
of
the
joy.
Platform, their kingdom, guaranteed hot drop.
Uh-huh.
If you're in the middle, no one drops, we're still hot drop, and then other than that, it will become a pod. But if it is a pod, if anyone does know, I don't know if it's the record. I hold 10 pod crank yanks to date.
Oh, that's impressive.
I have a technique to doing it. I could probably get you 1 in 10 times if I pod.
I've only done it once. How do you do it?
10 times. I've done it 3 times in a week. I can't reveal the trade secret.
Thanks
but there
for
is
sharing,
a way
George.
to it. Yeah, if you see, I just did on my TikTok. There was one where it was a Tina Turner one, and I had great. So if anyone watches my TikToks, they will find I don't necessarily go on killing sprees and go, I am the biggest killer in the game. My TikToks are very based around the moment, and I struggle to sometimes make them. And you've got me one cranking a pod, and it was number 10, and it was, do you know Tina Turner, Simply the Best?
That's
You know the song?
Yep.
And it was simply the best. You're better than all the rest. And I just loved it. It was just the perfect moment for that number 10.
When do you pull it? What's your theory? Do you pull it when it's on the left side before it gets to yours?
No, you've got to assess what side it's coming. You've literally got to relax. If you get excited, you pull your own one. But yeah, you just got to relax, assess where the pod is coming as it's moving in. If it looks like it's going to cross you, get into position. Just literally take your time, wait to see the handle, reach in, grab the handle, and you'll guaranteed pull the pod. The ideal scenario is you pull yours at the same time. Get your little clip that you've done it. We've got the clip, we've got the pod, screw you, motherfucker, or whatever I do all these types of things. Go after them and kill them, because they were not expecting to drop. They've podded for a reason. So get after them, kill them, and you get your first squad wipe. So that is, because normally they'll tell their teammates to drop at the same time. They were all over the place. Oh, I didn't want to drop here. Grab a gun, just kill them. That is my best advice for you. That is the whole idea of the pod yank. There you go.
Okay. Well, This is another question that you don't have to answer if it makes you feel a little uneasy.
36
but who would you say is the
headset
best
off and
Pop
gives a
1
nice
player in your opinion today? And I don't want to ignore Chris Ox in chat. Chris Ox keeps asking you to take off your headset and give a nice smile.
I'll take off my headset and give a nice smile. Hang on 2 seconds, I will do that quickly. You'll get no headset. You will get... There you go. This is VRDanDan without his headset on.
Now I hope you're over on DanDan's to check the smile out.
Said.
There you go. You've got VRDanDan without his headset on. My hair is a bit squashed. I did watch it earlier, just for the stream.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Boys and girls,
nice.
ladies and gentlemen. But yeah.
Okay,
is,
best Pop 1 player
36.
in your opinion
best Pop 1
today.
player. So
yes, he is
on
my
it's
TV.
A hard one. There's some great players.
Chris
you know,
Ox
you've got
36
players like Creamy. You've
said.
Got players.
Creamy.
55-inch.
My brain's gone. Throw some names at me.
Sumachi,
TipsyTrixie, do you know what I mean?
Wachu,
Omega, you know, Devil's
Let's
Repot.
go over
I mean,
to
they're all
Facebook.
great players.
You've got Space Roach, Raging, Hater.
Space, you've got Space Roach, Raging. Yeah,
you've got Miss Misery. She's in chat.
Miss Misery, yeah, she is a pleasure to play. Do you know what? Miss Misery, again, I was meant to say, on favourite streamers to watch, Miss Misery is up there as well. She is just great because she's just being her. And it will be her.
Chris Ox 36.
Sometimes it's just a clumsy, fumbling player.
At Miss London 90, you so lucky. Elite Clover, smiling face with heart eyes, smiling face with heart eyes, smiling face with heart eyes, smiling face with heart eyes.
The most humble player that I've played with.
Darling Nikki
so
85.
There are some streams that I've done with Wachu.
Miss Misery is lovely too.
He's very humble.
Wachu
is. He's just great to. Yeah, he's so, you know, and he loves his kill rate 100%. But yeah, he is a great player because he's very humble about it, you know. He's not arrogant about it, and I think that makes it more beautiful because it's when they say that I'm the best of the best. You know, it kind of it takes it away, you know. I want, you know, I think he knows he's good, and he's not cocky about it, and it's nice to see. I mean, Ben Bob as well. Ben Bob, if anyone knows Ben Bob, he's a great player. He's very young. He's 10 though. I played a lot of games. I haven't played with him as much recently, but being younger, you know, if you're watching this, Ben, again, being younger, it's the emotions kick in and they can affect your gameplay for sure. But
Lazar
that will come with
Lavizia.
time. I mean, he is a killer. He can.
Lazar
he's
best
out
player.
6-7 people in one go.
Lazar
and when
Lavizia.
I play with him, it is a nightmare. You just can't get any kills in.
LUL.
But yeah, player.
Miss London 90.
Wachu, and again, look, his sidekick Malibu.
Dan literally
Malibu
just had his song as simply the
well,
best, rolling on the floor laughing.
I think
Chris
Wachu
Ox 36
kind of where
said,
I would say
she is
a
under.
player. Yeah, he's just very humble about it, and that's what I like to see in someone.
Well, and Lozer wants to make sure you mention him too.
Lozer loves you. Lozer loves everyone. I normally see, like, I did see Lozer when I started streaming. I did see him a lot at the beginning, and I know he's always hanging around in Jensen Fox's in chat, but Lozer, yeah, it was good. And again, like, guys, we do custom lobbies. Like, if anyone's watching, I don't know what the maximum is. I've heard it's 18 people. I don't know if that's true, but we do do a 2-hour marathon.
In the customs, it's bigger than the regular. Yeah, it is
Rad
longer.
Fox VR.
Is it 18 or is it 24?
Said.
It might be. I don't know.
Scanter is crazy.
But we've never filled it up to date. But yeah, if you guys want to get in on the action, kill DanDan, let DanDan kill you. That's where to be. Because it is.
I like going because all of the people that join kill me, and then I'm like, yay, I played with them.
Darling Nikki 85.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just a good thing for everyone. I mean, sometimes you get a few killers
Chris
in there,
Ox
like
36.
Man. He's another good player.
Said.
He comes in and he just mows everyone down. Who else? There was some, I'm trying to think of the other players that I've played with. So many good players. You know, I'm very privileged to get invited to all these squads.
Did you happen to watch Creamy last night? Did you happen to pop into his?
Okay,
so I don't know what he was doing. Maybe somebody in chat was watching, but I was watching. It was later last night. Creamy was on. He was in Metropolis, and he was looting just bananas and health sodas over and over and over again. And he was already in zone, so everything had already closed up, was red.
Oh, right,
they were looting just health items. I don't know what they were doing, but they literally had hundreds inside of this like zone. I have no idea what he was doing. I was just curious, like, anybody knows what he was doing? What? You lost me? I'm here.
Chris36.
Oh, no, you're back.
Yeah,
okay, good.
You just flipped
I
and
like
twisted.
to have VRD4 and kill me rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, starstruck.
So that may have been something that we're trying to do. Yeah,
I
think
don't know,
I remember when
crazy.
I first started playing, I tried mucking. We used to harvest items and dump them into where the zone was.
That's what they were
before
doing.
Zone camping. Yeah, before zone camping was a thing. I think when we first started, we used to go to zone and then we used to hide all the weapons. If anyone's seen my TikTok, does anyone know about the incinerator in church? If you get some guns you want to hide, you can get rid of them forever in the incinerator.
Where's that at?
Anyone know about that? So it's the tomb inside church. You have to build a platform. Go and check my TikTok out. I think it says that. I think I spelt it wrong, being an idiot that I am. It says secret incinerator, and I put something else. And you could just chuck the gun in there, and it's gone forever. So yeah, that's a little trick.
I need to know about that. That's cool.
If you get a golden gun, and you don't want them to have it. You run up there, and you just obviously if zone's closing on there.
Unless you're lady and you grab that M60 and it's gold and you're like, what am I going to do with this? I don't want to be killed with it. Put it in the incinerator.
You throw it in there. Well, you could actually, if you're going to close in zone in cemetery, you could harvest all the weapons and just chuck them in that hole and they're gone.
Nice.
So there's a tip
That's
for you.
That's a great idea.
But then when we come to kill you, there's no weapons if we die. We'll be stuffed to be penknife battle.
Very smart. All right. We are down to our last question of the interview. So this question is what is your proudest achievement or proudest moment, that moment in Pop 1 that you play that you're like, I want everyone to know that I'm a badass, I did this, or a person that you played with that made you feel a certain way that was like, that's what I do this for?
It was, let me think, proudest moment. Obviously getting the golden jacket, you know, even though I didn't get the level up, again, it's on the TikTok. I was gutted. You see it, I was like, no, I didn't get it. Oh, no, I didn't level up. Oh, we got to do another game. Oh, no, I did get it. What? I didn't. And I was gutted. I didn't get the animation. Yeah, achieving the level 60 was a big moment because I play this every day to try and get good. You know, I kind of still feel
Miss London 90
averagey, above average, and I try
has
so
to be
hard.
when he gave the kid the golden Uzis, like Nikki
and you know,
said.
anyone that does get this jacket, you know, people come up to you and Nobby and go, "It's that shit." Do you know what? We work so hard to get it. Don't take that away from someone. You know, I'm sure when you achieve it, you will go, "I worked so hard for that," and you do wear it with honor. You know, and I know it's the original one and. Everyone's
Rad Fox VR
levels that got them, but some of us, you know, it was a struggle for me to get this.
Such an interesting question.
And I know 6 months is really quick. But,
I can't think of an answer.
You know, I put a lot of games and hours in, so that was an achievement. And and obviously the invite, I'd say my highlight has been playing with Rutchu because I know he's a great player. I mean, they were in chat earlier actually on Facebook saying they want to grab me tomorrow to play some games. So. You know, it's just an honour to be grabbed by them and being appreciated by some of these higher level players. Because sometimes I struggle to keep up some games. I just have an off day, but when I am on form, I can keep up with them, and it makes me feel good when I play with them. So probably those two moments are the defining moments of Pot 1.
Well, I want to share with you something that someone put in chat that made them think about why you are like one of the best streamers players out there. Dan's the best. He's such a good dude and will squad up with a variety of players. Mid-game, he flagged down an enemy who is a kid playing by himself to give the kid his gold Uzis and then invited him to friend up and play the next match with us. So that to me is pretty incredible. And do you know who may have shared that?
Who would have shared that? I can't remember who I was playing with. So I know I remember the game because he tried to kill me, and do you know what? I was really gutted because our teammate killed him. And I was like, no, don't kill him. I wanted him to kill all of us. I wanted him to kill me and give him the kill. And and I remember I said, take the Uzis and kill me, and then I think our teammate did kill him. And then I played with him afterwards, and I just tried to get him a few good games and let him play with the Golden PJ because, because you know some of these new players don't get a chance, and
it was
just lets
darling
them...
Nikki that shared that.
Yes, that was it. Oh yeah, I think I was playing with Nikki, wasn't I? I was playing with Nikki, and yes, I remember Nikki, and I won't say the other name because the other player was the one that shot them. But yeah, I remember. I just wanted to make him feel, yeah, I killed a gold PJ, but I don't think he got the chance. But he did enjoy the games afterwards. Yeah, I have had a couple of games like that, and I want to give those new players that feeling of playing with someone that they want to, they want the golden jacket, and they see us as, wow, they've been in it a long time. So
what's up,
that
Mr.
is
McSkittles?
very nice to hear.
Mr. McSkittles is saying hello.
Nikki darling was with me on the drunk stream. She was ever so supportive. She held me up all the way through it. She did a great job.
And that is actually why I do these interviews. That's a great segue because I was a viewer watching players and I just had all of these questions and everything. But I always say, share your information out as a streamer because we want the same thing. We want Pop 1 to get big. We want Pop 1 to grow. We want our community to be big and wide and just continue to keep it getting bigger, grabbing in different target audiences. And your personality and the type of the way that you stream and the way that it's different from others might be exactly what somebody is looking for. And the way that you play might be that reason for that kid to go share to other people his experience. And that will grow our community. So that's exactly why I do these interviews, though, is to get that information out there so that maybe like somebody watching can share this out and say, this is definitely somebody that would totally get my friend to start playing. So, yeah.
That's exactly it. Well, you know the rule. It's the rule of, as we all know when we go into work, is your customer has one bad experience, he'll tell 10 people the bad experience and ignore all the good ones. And it's the good ones we need to share with all the new players. Because I remember...
How was I not following?
When
not
I was
like this,
new,
not like this.
And I found... We went into quite hard lobbies to begin with, and I tell you, that pummeling you get for months on end is very hard to get over, but you've got to stick at it. And... You get good. I'm doing things I thought I'd never be doing. I think MK picked on something the other day. I was climbing, building, drinking sodas, it was over in Kingdom. It was absolutely bonkers. And I thought I'd never be doing that. I mean, there's some other great players which I haven't seen play, like Six Skills. I've not played with him. He's on another level, but he's tournament level. He's on a completely different league. But we want the normal players that come in and enjoy the game, and sometimes, which is why I do let like some of these lower players come up and try and friend them, and because I don't want them to hate the game. I want them to love the game and be part of it, because I tell you what, we have got a small community. There are a very limited amount of people that do watch the streams. If you look at what we're streaming right now, there might be 70, 80 people currently watching on Twitch, but you look at Fortnite and these other games and there's 30, 40,000 people or 200,000. We need to get them in here, and this is what I want to be part of, which is why I came to the streaming. And if we can be the newcomers that start getting this going, then why don't we do it? And that's what I want to try and achieve. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Right. Well, that wraps up all of my questions for you in the interview. So last thing that I need to know from you, but first I want you to share where we can find you online.
So again, you can find me on Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, and it's VRDanDan. All right, that is my username. I've tried to keep it universal across, so what you see up here above me is what everyone can search me for. And again, like I said, I have changed it to that recently, and it's definitely improved the flow of players that find me, albeit they find that they've killed me and they want to get a snip from my stream. Help yourselves.
ChrisOx36
so VRD4NDAN, and you should be able to
actually
find me
Space Roach was streaming on TikTok and had quite a success.
Confirm that, just make sure, is that true? If you put it in Google, it should come up. Hopefully that is correct.
I hope so. I haven't tried it. We'll have to.
Yeah, and basically, but Twitch is my main platform, guys, but head over to Facebook, follow me on both, because I do stream across both platforms to try and reach both audiences, because I know some of you are on Twitch and some of you are on Facebook. But
when is Space Roach interview?
Twitch is my main platform at this moment in time.
Yep. All right. Well, my final question to you is, who would you like to see me interview?
Who would I like to see interview next? Do you know what? I'd like to see Wachu interviewed.
Okay.
That's what I'd like to say. Yeah, I'd like to see. Yeah,
Brad Fox
I'd like to see
VR
Wachu interviewed.
said, "When is Mac Cheesy interview?"
Oh, I've got some.
I don't know if it's possible.
Folks in chat giving me
Any
ideas.
questions?
So for Wachu, what I'll need you to do, because I've never played with Wachu, and I've never seen Wachu play. I've only heard this like mystic creature named Wachu and how wonderful Wachu is. So when you play with them, and I assume it's a he. I don't want to be wrong.
Yeah. It's a he.
Okay. When you stream or when you play with him next, mention me, and I'm happy if he wants to jump into a message with me and just say I'm down. Yeah, absolutely.
He
I have had multiple
not.
requests for him. So.
Okay, I will ask him. Yeah, definitely.
Perfect.
I think him and Malibu most wanted want to play with me tomorrow at some point. So
beautiful. I'd be happy to. There's been so many people that have mentioned this mystic creature of Wachu, and I'd like to meet who this person is.
He is genuinely lovely to play with and a pleasure to play with, and I was very honoured that he started playing with me. I can't remember how he grabbed me. Do you know what? I think
I have never played with him neither. He usually swords me.
To initiate
Chris
that,
Ox 36
it was great, and that's how. And then after that, and we played. We've done quite a few games. I do get invites quite a lot, but I have to fit them in amongst all my other players that I play with. So I do find it hard.
Well, when you do play with Wachu, let him know that Rad Fox has not played with him yet either and would like to. So there's an opportunity there. I will start looking up Mac Cheesy, so that that was a suggestion made. And Space Roach, he did already have his interview. So if you missed any of my interviews, they are all on my Facebook page. They're not all on my Twitch. I'm sorry, because I started Twitch not too long ago, so that's a fresh platform for me. And I know some of you may not have access to Facebook like Rad Fox due to your country, but all of those former interviews are on my Facebook page. They're there for you to watch. They're saved, not going away, so help yourself. And if you guys have ideas and you want to message me, shoot me of who you would like me to interview. People like DanDan might be the person that brings in 10 more players, 20 more players, 100 more players, and that's what we all want. So DanDan, any other fine thoughts of the rest of the interview?
Eyes late for you.
Do you know what, guys? Just remember, it's about having fun. You know, don't get upset with your teammates. Don't rage quit on each other. Just enjoy the game and get in those squads that you play best with and enjoy and have the most fun, and just progress together, because that's what it's all about.
Perfect. And I want to thank you for your time, DanDan. Are you going to go on live and keep playing after this?
I'm probably going to carry on playing. I may, I'll see what's the time. Oh, wait, it's 11 o'clock. Wow, yeah. No, I may do a couple of games if people want to see me playing. I'll try and see if I can grab someone. I might be able to grab my crazy teammate Kevin. I'll just drop him a message and he could boot in. So
well, I'm going to ask my chat to stick around for just maybe 1 or 2 more minutes, but then when I end my stream, hop over to DanDan's Twitch. He's live over there, and catch his gameplay. And he's going to turn his chat back on so he can be flooded with your comments. So DanDan, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for your time. And I will be watching you shortly. Have a great one.
Take care. You too. Thanks, Tipsy. Bye-bye.
Bye, Miss London. All right. Thanks for joining the TipsyTrixie Takes Over. Today is Thursday with our finishing interview with DanDan. That's VRDanDan. Finding him on many platforms.
But love what you're doing, Trixie.
Thanks, honey. I don't pay attention too closely in chat for these, as you know that for me it's about the person that I'm interviewing. So thank you for joining. If I didn't mention you or your chat, go ahead and tell me what a horrible person I am for not paying attention. Hi, lady.
Rad
hello.
Fox VR.
What is up, Big Drip? I know you're here. And Rad Fox, I would love to interview you again. I know you've already been interviewed, and so I was trying to give some time in between your last one to this one. But you are blushing one of my favorites, so yeah, I would love to get you in here and do another interview for you. Let's see. For next week, pull up my calendar here.
90.
I do these on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Sorry he talks so much.
That's okay if you guys talk much. If you talk too much, I'll mute you.
Time zone makes it difficult.
Time zone is difficult, but you know, for you, I'd get up at 3 a.m. if I have to. That's how much I enjoy watching your streams. On Tuesday the 27th, I have X Scrubby, so you guys can join me next week. And then let's see here, I've got Sly Fisting on the 29th, so got a couple of great ones in there coming up next week. Join me.
Making me blush as usual.
I like making you blush. I blush too because, yeah, there's not a lot of ladies out there that play as badass as you, and it makes us women look even better. I mean, that's what we're here for. We look awesome. We're awesome. That's all. You guys have a great evening. Thanks for joining me on the DanDan interview, and I will catch you on the flip side.